It's Friday, peeps, and this charger is driving me crazy. Okay. Oh, that's so annoying. This phone, I don't know, I dropped it like 20 times on its charging port while it was plugged in. They get like wallet out the area where the plug goes in. Now it's kind of loose. And I don't know, once I use the charging cable for more than a week, it just starts, I don't know, activating, deactivating, driving me crazy. So anyway, it's Friday. Got a cup of coffee in me, good stuff. A better cup of coffee than yesterday. That was pretty nasty. Yeah, so I was watching, what's the guy, Potato Guy? Flying Potato? Funny guy that always compares cameras and stuff. Real funny dude. Yeah, good stuff. It's kind of weird. It's like, I still can't grasp the, who's got red cameras? I mean, I don't know, it's a weird thing. It's like, how are you affording a red camera and the lens to go with it? Or are they on loan? And once your site becomes really hot, do they just give you the cameras to practice and to do vlogs on? And then you got to give them back? I don't know, that's weird. I'm gonna start asking these guys those questions. I'm gonna ask Peter and Potato Chip Guy, whatever his name was, and get his opinion on that. Because they're always doing like, I think I call it a Huawei. I call it a Huawei. I have a little camera, a little phone. I mean, you pay for what you get. It's like a no-brainer. But I bought this camera, this phone. Okay, my phone dropped, whatever, broke it, cracked it, destroyed it, whatever happened. It totally shattered. And had to get a phone. I'm like, okay, I'm not getting a decent phone yet, so I'm gonna go buy a phone. I bought a $10 Huawei, whatever the heck you call the thing, at Best Buy. Regular price, $20. This thing was on sale at Best Buy for $10, okay? If the thing dialed a phone number, I would have been happy. If it text, I'd be ecstatic, okay? This thing is a smartphone that works just fine, okay? There's no delay, no lag. I go to YouTube, I go to whatever I want, I get text, send documents, huge files, this and that. $10, okay? I'm like, of course the quality is gonna be better on $1,000 or whatever it is now, $1,300 XI, whatever the heck the new iPhone is, the 10 or 11, whatever it is, $1,000 for a phone, okay? I paid $10 for this phone. It's pretty phenomenal, okay? My son has it now. This phone's in mint condition. I bought a decent, I got a little, this thing is, the heck is this thing? What is it, ZTE? It's a little boost phone. It's a Warp Elite, that's what it is. This thing rocks. I think I paid $100, maybe $80 for this phone, okay? Sure, the camera's gonna be better. It's gonna do some little soft focus cutout drop off for you, the little novelty, which kind of looks bizarre if you get too crazy with it. What if you bump it down to about 10 or 20%, it starts looking real, shallow depth of field stuff. But if I had the money, I'd buy a 10 today. If I had the money, I'd go buy an iPhone 10 today. But guess what? I don't have the money. So, yeah, the $10 phone, amazing. Any day of the week, you can go to Huawei on eBay and buy a $20 smartphone. I'm talking no lag, upload, download, everything, lightning fast, nice video camera. I think it did 720. 720, okay? Nice video camera, nice still camera. The thing works perfectly, okay? $20, okay? I mean, I would drink the Kool-Aid. I would definitely drink the Kool-Aid if I had the money. I would be Mr. Apple. I'd have an apple tattooed on my forehead. No crap, okay? They're the best thing, but they're so ridiculously hyped up and expensive. It's just silly, okay? Most days I feel like I'm the only human on the planet that doesn't have an iPhone. But whatever, I don't care. This little phone, I love it, okay? The Huawei, unbelievable for $10, okay? Long story short, everybody always compares, you know, garbage plus a red cam, garbage on a red cam, whatever, some Droid phone that costs $300, you know, a Galaxy compared to the red cam. Yeah, okay, if you got the $60,000, you got a red cam, way to go, or whatever the hell your lens package is that you bought. That's great, you know, if I won the $20 billion last week, on the Powerball, guess what? I'd have the best red cam, okay? But I can't. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's like they dangle these things in front of you. Well, guys, you know, I know you guys are poor son of a guns, but, you know, if you only had $60,000, $70,000, you could have a red cam too. Where are they getting the money for these things? These people run around and shoot vlogs all day. It's like, are they shooting weddings? I know they're not making movies, real movies. Do they, you know, do their own little production company? It's like, where do people get the money? Of course, I've got 3 kids, single dad. I got a lot of bills, okay? So I understand some single dudes can spend their money on toys, okay? But these toys often cost more than new cars, okay? And it's like, are you doing anything with them except comparing them to Huawei $10 phones? I mean, what do you do with these things once you get them, you know? And it's like, I don't see them doing anything linked to their sites, anything other than comparisons, okay? And it's like, why do you have a $60,000 phone, you know? Film Riot, you know, every blue moon, they'll make a little short film, which is cool, you know, a little action sequence, somebody running, explosion, someone falling. And it's cool. I mean, it rocks. It looks really good, and that's their thing. They like action-y stunts, you know? I don't see a lot of, you know, hard dramatic moments or like seriously acted out scenes or anything, you know? It's fun. It's all practice, no doubt about that. But, you know, they'll you know, they started as a DIY site and making $5 sliders and crap from Home Depot, and now they're up there right now. They're doing $60, $70, $80, $100,000 camera rigs and stuff. And it's like, who is this relevant to? You know, how many of you guys out there have access to or can even get a red cam to rent? I mean, I do. I'm in the business, okay? We have a, what the heck is it, a F5, I think? Or no, F3. It's an F3. And we got a little lens package. The lens package cost, I mean, they spent 10 grand on a Zeiss 18 millimeter. One lens, 10 grand. Beautiful lens, of course, it's the best looking lens. You know, it begins to get fisheye at 18, but it's beautiful, okay? So we get the F3. I don't know, the new F3 that shoots 4K, we never shoot 4K because it just bogs down our systems. We edit on Avid. So we have the 4K option, and the camera might have cost, I don't know, 10 or 12 grand, okay? Not even as much as a lens, okay? These cameras are like ridiculously cheap. That's cheap, but not in my world. But long story short, we don't even have a red. We do professional TV commercials every day of the week. We shoot promos for our news station, #1 station in New Orleans, and we don't even have a red, okay? What are these people doing with all these damn reds? Okay? And it's not just a jelly thing. I'm like, why does red let all, it must be loaner demos. It's gotta all be loaner demos, okay? I mean, they're beautiful, they rock, but it's just like, you have a red to compare it to a $10 phone. Okay, anyway, enough on that. What do y'all think about this? Everyone's always like, oh yeah, let's make the best looking polished film. Let's make the best looking polished film, this and that. What do you think? No, at the moment, you know, if more people join in here, it'd be a little more fun. But what is your oldest camera that you have that has a video feature on it, okay? Like I'm talking like from the late 90s, okay? Kind of thing, mid to late 90s. I've got a, oh, what is this thing? Is it a Mavica, a Sony Mavica? This thing shoots like 320 video. It's horrible, terrible. But here's the challenge. What can you do with that? What you know, it would make you, you know, I'm sure there's been one or two on Film Riot, you know, the crappiest camera contest, but something along those lines. Like, let's just poop in the face of, you know, the $100,000 rigs. Everybody's got to look like film, cinematic film. Can you tell a story with a 320 camera? You know, is it even possible? What could you do with it? Would you Blair Witch it? Would you security cam it? Would you POV of a frog? I don't know what the heck you can do with it, but I think that would be a fun challenge. I might try to think of one and post a clip up here, like with my little 320 camera. You're probably not going to go full screen with it unless you really want to see Rubik Cube pixels, but that would be part of the challenge. Why would it be cropped down to 320 in the middle of 1920 field screen, you know? It's like, what would the reason be for that, you know? Could it be, hey, here's an idea, could it be stitched together with the multiple images? Maybe it's like a multi-view security cam story. Who knows, you know? But, you know, rather than constantly comparing $5 and $10 cameras to $100,000 rigs, let's see what you can do with the $10 camera. You know, let's see what you can do with a 1995 camera. You know, I think that'd be a fun challenge. You know, it's like the photog people, you know, that just do the stills. Every now and then they go back to a pinhole camera. They get, you know, a little Campbell soup can, put a little aluminum foil on it, put a little pinhole in there, put some raw film back there, and they shoot some pinhole camera shots. Yeah, they got filters these days that can almost have the identical look. They're really cool. They're rock. But it's like, just for an exercise, it's fun to see, you know, the pinhole camera look, you know. And we did it in film class, you know, it was fun. I don't know what the cigar box, whatever the hell we use for a pin. You can make a pinhole out of anything. And it was fun challenge. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to do something with my old camera. The thing does 320. I'm always astounded just how bad that looks. I mean, it's amazing. But I think, you know, if you place it properly within a 1920 window and you don't scale it up, you know, it's going to be this big on a screen this big. Sure, we all know that. But I think that'd be a fun exercise. You know, yeah, so if any dudes want to shoot a little something and post it, let me see it. Let's see what you can do with a 320 image. You know, I think multi-cam security cam view might work. You know. Maybe it's a convenience store and an alien walks in, you know, and the only evidence was the multi-cam security cam view. I don't know what else you can do with it. Why would it be centered in the middle? Would it be a dream sequence that just stays in the middle of the screen with a little soft edge around it? And it's just the center frame? Maybe it's someone with the glaucoma? Is it the other way around? Is it black in the middle? Yeah, maybe it's a reverse glaucoma, you know? Maybe it's somebody with weird eyes. Maybe it's the way an alien sees. Who knows, you know? Maybe that's the way some bug or creature sees, and you're seeing POV of a rhino beetle or something. Who knows? I think it'd be a fun challenge, though. It's like, you know, everybody, this is the religion of production and cameras. It's the greatest camera rules, the greatest camera rules. I don't think it's that necessary, you know? Like they always say, it doesn't matter what you're shooting with. I like all the vloggers that say, it doesn't matter what you're shooting with, as long as your story's good. That's great, yeah. And they just shot that vlog on a $10,000 camera. you don't. That's like the person that lives in the big mansion with the Lamborghini. Yeah, I don't need all these things. I don't need this in my life. I got it in my life, but I don't need it. You know, it's like, please. So anyway, yeah, that's a challenge. Challenge du jour. Shoot a scene or two. It does not have to be edited. Just a scene or something or whatever if you feel like doing it. You know. I think it'd be a fun challenge. I'm gonna try to shoot something with my little, I think it's a Mavic, Sony Mavic. This thing is tiny. It took great pictures back in the day. I think it did 2500 resolution. I think it's what was it, a 6 or an 8 megapixel, whatever that was. So I guess that's like more like 6,000 lines of resolution. But it took cute pictures. I was making a coffee table book called How New Orleans Says Keep Out. There's some wacky, I don't know if whoever's watching this has ever been to New Orleans, but there's some wacky security devices. You know what? I'm trying to think of the best way to present that. Maybe, I don't want to edit. A PowerPoint presentation that you just download and click on and just plays through all the stills and you can advance ahead. Might be a way to do it. So y'all can hop around and see all these wacky security things. Now this is pre-Katrina I was doing this. I started doing it and it was fun. Lost interest, of course, but it was fun. And you know, now they got a bigger, better camera. Might go ahead and reshoot more, or just don't go full screens. You know, make a little slightly smaller image, and it'll look fine. You know, that's the answer to low resolution. Not that these days you can't hiccup and find something that does HD. Everything's HD. There's nothing anymore that doesn't do HD. But just 2 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago, everything was like a lot smaller than that. But you know, the answer is just make it a little smaller on the page, a little smaller on the screen. But you gotta have a reason it's smaller on the screen. Why? You know, doesn't all have to be full screen. You know, crop it within. So anyway, I might shoot a little scene. Might do like what was that? what was that cool story just watched with the keyhole POV? It could be a keyhole shot, you know, black around the edges. Hell, for that matter, there you go, a still with a key with a PNG punch out in the middle, or a layer in the middle. You can punch out, you key out, you know, and then have your smaller image within it. You know, that's something you can do with a smaller image. It could be a zillion things, you know. But yeah, it'd be fun. So anyway, I might tinker with that later today. And always fun. I like working within limitations. You know, yeah, if I had the $100,000 rig, do whatever you want. But still, you need people to help operate that thing. You know, so you're not gonna fly solo with that big old rig. You know, but anyway, yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Like or subscribe if you haven't yet. I think I have 995 to go before I get monetized. Yeah, this is good. Slow crawl, one rung at a time on an 8-mile ladder. But whatever, it's all fun. It's all fun just yammering, helping eat up my commute. All you guys get to ride with me on my hour to work and hour and a half back sometimes. So good times. This might be more fun if it was like a live podcast. And little Q&A back and forth, AKA Facebook, whatever it's called, FaceTime, real Facebook time. I don't know. What's the point of interacting? At some point, I do have to keep my eyes on the road. So, but anyway, till next time, peeps. Have a good weekend.